Good morning, children. Let's start with today's chapter, and that is subject verb agreement. What do we mean by subject verb agreement? A verb must agree with its subject in subject and person. A singular subject takes a singular verb, while a plural subject takes a plural verb. So, children, the main point which is to be understood in this chapter is that the verb should always agree with the subject. If the subject is singular, it will take a singular verb, and if it is plural, then it will take a plural verb. For example, this tree grows to its full height in 50 years. Here, tree is the subject and grows is the verb. And we can see that tree is singular and verb which is grows is also singular. Second one, these trees grow in evergreen forest. Here, the subject is trees, that is plural, and grow is the verb which is plural. So, now I think so it is clear that the subject should agree with its verb. Second is subject verb agreement for compound subjects. Now, what do we mean by compound subject? As we all know about compound words, as we know, children, are words which are joined by which are made by joining two or more words. Similarly, compound subject is a subject when there are two subjects and which are joined by and or. So, for to make myself clear, see the first example. John and Ira are going to attend a function. In this sentence, John and Ira both are subjects. How many subjects are there, children? Two. And this is joined by an. So here we can see that it is taking a plural verb. Second example, either cash or check is welcome. Here, a compound subject is there, cash or check, but it is joined by or, and it means या तो चेक या तो कैश, दोनों नहीं, दोनों में से सिर्फ एक. So here we can say that it is a singular subject, hence it takes a singular verb. Subject verb agreement for the subject separated from the verb. Very often, the subject and verb are separated by a phrase. This phrase has no effect on the verb. For example, the boys in the room are studying. Here we can see that in the room is a prepositional phrase, and but it has no effect on the verb, because here we can see the subject is boys and the verb is are studying. So here we can make it clear that prepositional phrase when used in a sentence has no effect on the subject verb agreement. Now, principle of proximity. The verb must agree with its proper subject and not with a noun that precedes it. It means that the verb has to agree with its proper subject, and if there is a noun also, it does not have any effect, or it should not be affected by that noun. For example, one of the boys was not in uniform. When the subject is one of or noun plus of the followed by a plural noun, singular verb is used. We can see that when the subject is one of the boys was not in uniform. Here we can see that the verb is agreeing with the proper subject, and that is the boys. So children, this is all what I wanted to tell you about subject verb agreement. In the next video, we will discuss about some common rules.